Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Mr.BuyTheDip back here with another video. What another day for NVIDIA. I mean, wow, honestly, when I sold here yesterday, I thought I made the best move ever. Because I seen it, it closed at 127 tomorrow at 4 p.m. But this is the beauty of investing, all right? Nobody knows what NVIDIA was going to do at the opening, and I mean, weren't we all surprised? Look at this. On opening, 129, then it hits 132. The highest it hit was 133. Now this is closer to, some of the all-time highs NVIDIA has hit previously. Let's look here. It was 134.91. So if we can break that tomorrow, which I really believe we can do, if it's up here at 134, and the graph looks like this, 134, 133, it's gonna fly, okay? But these are some of the things you need to keep in mind, okay? NVIDIA is on a bullish run right now. I mean, let's just look at the graph. Let's just look at all the, all the lows, all the highs. Let's look at how how the stock has been doing overall. Okay, I wanted to sell at 130. Okay, I did that. Now let me tell you guys why. Okay, you have to be true to yourself. That second bullet point has a lot of meaning behind it. Okay, it's a bullish run. Okay, you have to stay true to yourself. Now realize I sold at 130, okay? But previously, NVIDIA kept tanking back down, right? At 126, at 121. It kept tanking down at 120. Because the last time it saw 130-ish was all the way back in the summer, right? It was around 135, so it was around like June, July. So it's been a while since it saw those, saw those numbers. But then July again, it went pretty high up to 134. But we didn't get to see anything higher than 140. So it makes sense for it to go and break that point as of right now. But it was still like I was still debating on that because it hasn't been that long since NVIDIA hit a new high. Now, 130 is not a bad selling point for me based on my previous position. Okay, now I'm gonna go deeper into why I sold. Okay, and why you should not panic buy ever if NVIDIA goes up to like 150, 151. Okay, now look at the last bullet point. I say we will go back down. Don't panic buy. Now, what is panic buying? If you're a beginner investor and if you're somebody who was trying to get into investing, you're gonna look at videos here and there, or you're gonna look at the news articles or something like that. And if you sold a stock where you personally had a goal to sell at, okay, my personal goal was to sell at 130, get a little bit of profit, and I was gonna wait till at least 115 or lower to go back in a few weeks. Okay, if you guys know, I already have an order pending on NVIDIA. Whatever I sold from the stock yesterday when we hit 130, all that money I already put a customized order in. I'm not just going around blowing that money away that I sold. That would be the stupidest thing ever. Okay, all the money, all the $6-7 I made, okay, from NVIDIA, then when I sold, all that money is going back in when NVIDIA hits 115. Okay, and then after 115, okay, after a month or two when it goes back up to hit a new high, I'm gonna sell again. Okay, now what's the point behind this? Okay, a lot of you might think like, why? Well, just to get more money every time. Okay, and when you get more money every time, right, the more money goes back in at a lower share price, and that's how you just simply make more money. Now I say, if you were in below 115, you are making money. Now, a lot of people had the chance to be under 112 even. You know why? Because this is where NVIDIA was. Start of this month, 106, 105, 107. I can guarantee it. A lot of people put $500, $400, $1,000, $2,000 in when the stock was right here. So those guys, they definitely sold right here. They definitely sold right here, right? They definitely sold probably today when we hit 133, right? Those guys, now it's a lot of those guys that like to sell and get their profits, who invest like 1,000 in at 110, 100, 117, 118, because that's kind of on the lower share price side. If you got in 120 or above, that was my position, guys. My average cost per share in the company, in the stock, was $124. Now that's kind of high, because we had all the chance in the world to get in at a really low level, 107, 105, 106. And around these days, I was just like, I don't have any more money to invest, so I'm just gonna really wait for 130. So I knew since September 11th, I've been waiting on this day, right, just for 130. Now a lot of thinking went into 130. I was like, should I sell? Should I sell? But I'm like, hold on a second. If I can sell at 130, this is gonna go back up to like 138, 139, 140 maybe, right? It's gonna come back down. Okay, stocks don't fly up forever. They're gonna come down. I'm telling you guys this by experience. I've seen NVIDIA hit 900, 1,000. I've seen Microsoft, go from 300, like 399, 398, all the way up to 430, all the way up to 440. It's going to come back down. I've seen Tesla around $160, right? And I've seen how these stocks always go back up, but they don't always stay up high for, more than a week or so, or like they're gonna stay up high, and it's gonna maintain like this, but it's gonna come back down. Okay, but you have to be able to make your decision quick and have your mind set on a certain goal. I have my goal set, I got my money out, but now we move on. Okay, and my next goal is to get in lower than I previously was at 124, but now I'm gonna get 115. If you see, it says buy 131.85 of NVIDIA if price hits 115. So if that share price comes down to 115, this is gonna instantly go through, and then I'm gonna wait again for 134 this time, 133 this time. That way I'm gonna make slightly more money than I made on this run. Okay, so I'm out of the NVIDIA run, but if you are still in it, remember these things, remember your goals, because the bullish run is happening. All right, I did what I had to do when I got out. I'm waiting on the next run now. Okay, and waiting on the next run is going to take patience. It's going to take time. So just stay focused on your goals. Be consistent with your investing. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe.